nation, from every one of you, there is 999 of yajuj and majuj.
We have killed the inhabitants of the world. Let us now kill the inhabitants of the skies, meaning the angels. And they will take their arrows and they will start shooting into the air. And Allah Azza wa Jal will cause their arrows to return with blood on them.
And they say, we have now killed the people of the sky. Malakna al-ard. We are now the kings of earth.
Dhul qarnain, the one who possesses two qarn. And qarn can mean a horn, so qarnain will be two horns. قُلْ سَأَتْلُو عَلَيْكُم مِّنْهُ ذِكْرًا. I am going to tell you something about him which must be remembered. إِنَّا مَكَّنَّا لَهُ فِي الْأَرْضِ وَآتَيْنَاهُ مِنْ كُلِّ شَيْءٍ سَبَبًا. Behold, we established him on earth securely with the power, with the means, with the capacity and the knowledge and the right means to achieve anything that he might set out to achieve. And so surely a superpower, not an ordinary power, a superpower. فَأَتْبَعَ سَبَبًا. And so he chose the right means now to do what he wanted to do. حَتَّى إِذَا بَلَغَ مَغْرِبَ الشَّمْسِ. He sets out on a journey to the west. And he reaches a place where the sun is setting. And there he found it setting in a body of water that was hamiyah, dark, murky, so visibility in that water will be very shallow. Then Zulkarnain set off on the second journey now, and he's going to the rising of the sun. And so now he travels in the third direction. إِذَا بَلَغَ بَيْنَ السَّدَّيْنِ. He comes to a place between a pass between two mountain ranges. On this side are mountains, on this side are mountains. And in between there is a pass. Can we locate geographically where we're talking about? Is it possible? A pass between two mountain ranges. And there he came across a people, لَا يَكَادُونَ يَفْقَهُونَ قَوْلًا. He came across a people whose language he could not understand. These people spoke to Zulkarnain and said to him, Ya Zulkarnain, O Zulkarnain, Inna yajuj wa majuj mufsiduna fil ard. Gog and Magog are committing acts of fasad in our territory. O Zulkarnain, can you help us? You have the power. Can you build a barrier to protect us from these people? He should have said, I don't need to build any barrier. I'll move in there and I'll beat them up. And they won't touch you anymore. So I don't need to build any barrier. I'll go and teach them a lesson they'll never forget. But no, he didn't say that. They said, we're prepared to pay you. He said, I don't need your money. What Allah has given to me is more valuable. He recognized that even though he had this power, his power was not enough to be able to go and teach them a lesson. So he agreed to build a barrier, recognizing that their power was so great that even he could not defeat them. What I need from you is your labor. Help me with your manpower. And I'm going to build a barrier between you. Now number 96, verse number 96. Bring me blocks of iron. Bring me blocks of iron. And after he had covered the pass with blocks of iron, he said, build a furnace, blow with your bellows, and now bring me molten copper. So when he had blocked off this space, this sadafain, now the molten copper is put on it. Gog and Magog could neither scale the barrier nor could they penetrate it, so they are now trapped behind the barrier. And so Dhul Qarnain now says, هَذَا رَحْمَةُ مِن رَبِّي. This barrier is constructed in consequence of Allah's kindness and grace. فَإِذَا جَاءَ وَعْدُ رَبِّي. But when that time comes of which my word has warned, إِذَا فُتِحَتْ, they will not return to reclaim the town as their own until إِذَا فُتِحَتْ, until Gog and Magog are released.